this is Craig with Goodson Guitars. Man, I hadn't made a video in a long time. I've been crazy busy. I got a lot of repairs going on. I got some bajos I'm building. I got some more over in the paint shop. But today we got this in. It's a little classical guitar. It's cracked pretty much from the tail block all the way around to the neck block. So we're going to do a quick fix on that. This is one of the reasons why you want to use your inside braces on the side. Because if this guitar had side braces in here, this crack would have stopped at the first one and it would have been much easier to fix. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some glue in this crack, and then we're going to clamp it up. I've got my spool clamps already set up to go. I got my glue. I just need a rag that I don't have. So y'all sit tight while I go grab that real quick. All right, I'm back. Now I need a rag. I got one right here. This is going to be a down and dirty video. We'll do a how to fix the finish sometime later. Because if y'all subscribe to my channel, y'all know I'm real bad about not doing things the way they need to be done. Of course, I'm not really a blogger, so we're gonna get the glue in. Now I've looked at this crack and I've put it back together several times dry, just to see which is going to be the best way to go about making the repair. And it seems to be starting from this end down here and working my way towards the back of the guitar is going to be my best bet. Take a little brush, a little bit of water. I'm going to work it down in there. I've got the strings backed off. Matter of fact, as soon as a young man brought it to me, I backed the strings off. But also there's a spot that I'm going to have to put my arm up in here and get this piece back in place. What I do with that sponge, I just got it wet. There it is right there. I'm going to get as much of this off as I can right now before the spools are in the way. I'm using just regular tight bond for this. That's not going to cause any problems. So we're going to take, I had these laid out this way. This first one, the spool clamps work great for this. You could also use regular clamps like the Irwin clamps, but you want to be real careful how much pressure you put on here because this wood is fragile. It's dry, it needs to be humidified. And what I'm doing is I'm just working this crack back together as I go. And I'll give y'all a shot of it here in a second, because you want to make for sure you get everything lined up good. That way when you have to go back and retouch the finish, it's not got a big uneven spot in it. Now I can barely get my finger to where I need to push that piece back in there. And now that I've got it, I'm going to go ahead and put a clamp on right there. The reason I like these spool clamps is, like I said a while ago, you can control how much pressure you're putting on there. Loosen that one up a little bit so I can. The tight bond, you got enough open time to do what you need to do. Anything else, I wouldn't want to try to do this with hide glue. It's just, you don't have enough time to work it. Now what I'm doing, I'm going from the inside and working these two side pieces together. And so far everything's going really well. Clean this up a little bit so I can see it. Now there is a piece missing, so I'm probably going to have to put some filler in that spot before I touch the finish up. See that squeeze out? That's a good thing right there. But I need to push that in. And then we're going to let this sit overnight with the clamps on it. And then we'll take the clamps off and touch up the finish. Get the rest of this glue off of here. Got a little water on it. Now this guitar's got more problems than just this big crack down the side, and I'll probably address some of those. The neck needs to be adjusted, but the two things you gotta remember is keep your instruments humidified, be careful with them, and if you're gonna make them, put side braces in. It doesn't take long. The material is minimal. I usually use the cutoffs from when I do a back. I'll use the cutoff. Matter of fact, like this right here. This is the cutoff from when I did the back, and I'll cut this into strips, and I'll use this as my side braces. So you've already got the material. You know, it's just put them on there. It'll save somebody like me down the line the trouble of having to try to fix this, and this crack wouldn't have gone as far as it did. So I'm going to bring y'all over here and let y'all get a closer look. You can see it in the reflection right there. That's where it was cracked, and it goes all the way up. And there's a spot right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a big clamp from here across to the waist to pull that in. But you can see it closed up really good. I'm trying to find it again. Right there. That's where the crack went, through here. And then there, there, and then it's split into two pieces right through here, and that's where the chunk is missing. And then it comes on around here, and then all the way down to the heel block. So like I said, if you had, I put my braces, side braces, about right here. Put one here, one here, one here, and then one back around in the front. And when this guitar got dropped, if it would have been one of mine, that crack would have stopped right there where that brace is. And unfortunately this one didn't have it. So we're gonna call this one good. I'm gonna leave it clamped. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like, go ahead and throw me down a like. If you don't like it, throw down a dislike. Comments, questions, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'm really going to try to start doing some more videos, but just so y'all know what they're going to be about. These up here, a couple of ball hoses I'm working on. This one on the right is walnut with a spruce top. I'm in the finish stage on this one. This one I tried a new finish. It needs to be wet sanded and buffed out, and it's got a couple of problems with it, so we're going to work on that. There's a couple more over in the paint shop. So right now this is what we did. We worked on a crack, so now if you get one, you know what you need to do. Thanks again for watching.